I'm just gonna start doing this. Hello. I, for the longest time, have been using. Can you see this chair? This chair, which is just an embarrassment. It's a national embarrassment. It's the worst chair I or anyone in my life has ever seen. It is an inside joke amongst people in my life, and I have needed a new one for literally 6 years, maybe. So I finally got a new one. It's this. It's from IKEA. I got it in blue. My Apple Watch is telling me you can still do it. You can close all your rings today. And let me tell you, if what I'm about to do doesn't close these rings, then nothing will. So I'm going to start by opening this. You might see this other box over here. Those are just the armrests for the chair. So that's fun. Anyway, this is really fucking heavy. Let's do it. Thank you all for joining me. I have Chad over here. It says don't use a knife on the box. Like a lot. Keys are not a knife, I think. Sorry again if the audio is a nightmare. Obviously this is not a normal audio situation. So, you know, we're trying our best out here. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. I've had like a real whirlwind of a day, I would say. It started in a cool way. I got a new camera, which I'm very happy about. This guy. That was pretty cool. And then on my walk back, so I had met like a random dude on Craigslist to buy the camera from. Shout out to Alan on Craigslist. It's more like Alan's list. And he was cool. He was a cool guy. I met him, and then on the way back, I got a call from IKEA, and they were like, "Hey, we're here with your chair." And I was like, "I didn't even think the chair was coming today, TBH." But here we are. All right. We got a cushion. I'll say this much. Got a weird new thing smell to it, definitely. But it's nice. It's comfortable. I mean, it feels comfortable. It's not actually comfortable. I haven't sat on it yet, but I'm hoping it's comfortable. All right, here's our book. Very exciting. Okay. You know, it says I need a screwdriver, so I guess I'm gonna have to go get a screwdriver. Just flipping through this, it doesn't seem too bad by IKEA standards, and I kind of imagined it wouldn't be. I don't think I would be able to see like a chair specifically being as difficult to put together as like a whole ass bookshelf. Are you supposed to see a box opener? Are you supposed to use a box opener? Yeah. Or you're not supposed to use a box opener. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are anymore. What do we got? We got a big piece of cardboard. I don't think we need that. I could draw on it though. Any percent. I would hang it up in the back, but I don't think it's going to be visible. Let me run and grab a screwdriver real quick, so I can, do that stuff. I'm back. I got 2 screwdrivers. I got yeah. All right. So I'll put those there. Let's take out some other parts. What do we got? We got the back. Ooh, the back. One thing I'm very excited about is having like a tall back so I can rest my head against something. I think that's going to be very nice. More cardboard. I'll just throw. Ayo, we got a base. Headrest, I think. Unless this is the back support, the lumbar support. Lumbar. Lumbar is a cool word. I'm not quite sure what this is, but we'll find out. I just want to like kind of get this box out of the way. It's my big thing. Oh, this is looking like a headrest, but I might be wrong. Anything left? Yes, we got. Whoa. We got a bag of wheels, and some kind of lightsaber adjacent looking thing, and aha, a whole lot of screws. Oh, and a big heavy thing. I actually don't know what this is. Another box to open. This appears to be the like mechanical base. Alright. Woo. Ta-da! Okay. Cool. I think those are pretty much all of the parts that we'll be using for this any percent speed run of the Arfolet chair. I'm going to take this. Put it over there. Alright. The Arfolet is a mountain in the Västerbotten County and has an elevation of 786 meters. The Arfolet is the southeast of Rodenstrasse. Cool. Wow. Alright. The sunset vibes. That is very literally like one of those TikTok sunset lamps. I actually really love it. I think they're great. Alright. Am I still in frame? I'm still in frame. Alright, here we are. Just want to grab my phone real quick. Cool. Alright, hopefully everything's still getting picked up. Cool. I guess let me know if you can hear me. The sunset is alive. So there is, I don't know, it's still too early for a sunset. It's still like fully daytime here. Let's look at the instructions. What do we got? Actually, I should probably like continue unwrapping stuff. I think is next. Here's our bag of like important stuff, which I'll keep there. Wheels I want to keep there until I need them. This thing I think can come out. I don't know what it is. Looks like some kind of important base thing. The sun lamp, the ones that get advertised on viral tweets. Yes, that That is the one. Look, I'm gonna be honest. We all have those days where you're like, I just need something that's gonna make me happy. And I'm weirdly a fan of lamps, just in general. I just like cool lighting. And the trend of like cool lamps arriving on things like TikTok and Instagram and Twitter, you know, I think you could look at that through a cynical lens, or you could do what I did and just think, now is my time. Now is my time to buy the cool thing. I didn't know how I wanted to light this room because I could point the camera up, but the only light in this room is one exposed bulb on the ceiling, and it sucks. And I wanted something a little bit nicer, and honestly, I love gradients. If you have known me for a long time, you know I love gradients. And I love cool lights. So, here we are. I got a cool gradient light. You know, is it a weird TikTok trend? It sure is. Do I fucking love this thing? Absolutely. And, on top of that, I also got the galaxy lights. The ones that project like the galaxy and stars and stuff. I got one of those. That's in the bedroom. It's on a schedule to go from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. And I love it. It helps me sleep. So, you know, whatever. Is that a YouTube plaque case? Yes. And I will not talk about where it came from. But it is, yes. Stop convincing you to buy the sunset lamp. I won't. If the sunset lamp will make you happy, then you should get it. It actually makes me happy to have. Also, if I'm working in this room very late, it actually does make it kind of feel like it's like I'm getting natural light because I bounce it off that wall. So it just feels good. The galaxy light rules linked mine to Alexa to show a nebula and some stars while I fall asleep. Yeah, exactly. Totally good. Are there bacon and coffee images on your socks? Yes. These are some socks from my lovely partner Persia that are my breakfast socks, and I wanted to wear them because I wanted today to be a good day. This small piece of plastic is the one I'm most interested in. I can't wait to see how that fits in. All right. We got everything. It's mostly all unwrapped except for stuff that I think I want to keep in a bag until it happens. So let's start doing it. Here's the thing. There's a contingent of people who will see a page like this, and they'll be like, I need to see individually that I have 4 of these and 2 of these and 6 of these and 3 of these and 1 of these and 5 of these, and I am not that kind of person. I'm just choosing to trust IKEA that they have included that stuff in my box. Now, I should mention that just this week, I bought a thing, an umbrella for our deck that did not come with any of those things. And we had to email them to get them to send those things. So, you know, could it happen twice in 1 week? Sure. Will it? Probably not. I don't think so. Okay, so here's an interesting thing. The first step. Well, the first step is actually to put the wheels on, but the second step is that this piece of plastic that I was just talking about apparently used to go there, and now it doesn't. So, that's interesting, I guess. But I gotta put the wheels on. That's first. There's so many sunset lamps on the internet. How do I know which are good? I just went by reviews, and also, believe it or not, YouTube. I went on YouTube and just typed in sunset lamp and then found somebody who reviewed like 15 listings for them on Amazon and then picked the one that they said was the best. YouTube can be like the wire cutter sometimes. I don't think any of them are good since the original cost $7,000 and all the others are copies. I don't know. This one's fine. I don't dislike it. Is it the greatest? No. Didn't even come with a plug. It's USB powered, which seems like, I don't know how that's allowed. But I plugged it into random brick I had lying around. Anyway, wheels. Gotta put wheels on. Thank you all for joining me for this. I don't know what compelled me to decide to stream this. But here we are. We're doing it. Anyway, wheels. It says it should go in one way and not the other way. Oh, it specifically... There's like a note here that's like, don't put them in wrong. is essentially the whole thing. Alright, so we're just putting wheels in. Cool. Alright, already. Oh, there we go. No, we're fine. I thought this was going to be more problematic than it was. %90 of the ones on Amazon are probably the same, but with a different brand sticker on it. That's exactly the vibe. That's actually one of the interesting things, not about the sunset lamps, but about galaxy lights. Is that the galaxy lights are all... what is that? What is that called? I forget what the term is when you're just like slapping your brand on it. But a lot of the galaxy lights on Amazon, for example, are that. It's just that there are like 3 specific models that everybody makes. So you just kind of have to look for the model that you like the most, and then it doesn't really matter who you buy it from. It just has to have the feature set that you wanted. So I got one that like very specifically is like just... that just has one button on the side and everything else is like smart home enabled. And honestly, really worked for me. Really good. That's all I wanted. So that's nice. Alright. Step 2. It is interesting that they wanted me to put the wheels on first, because now I feel like as I'm building this, the whole thing's gonna roll around. Let me move back a little bit. Actually, why don't I just tilt the camera down? Hopefully that's better. That is better. Okay, nice. Yeah. There are a lot of different galaxy lights out there. Okay. This thing that's like almost a lightsaber goes here. Okay, that just fit really well. That's pretty chill. This is a pretty chill piece of this whole thing. Next. Oh. Okay. We want this guy. And we're gonna screw some stuff into it. So let me roll this base out of the way. And it looks like... Which part? Let me just confirm. It looks like this part, which I did think was the lumbar support bit, is actually that. So there's just like a really tall headrest, where it's like really wide. That's fun. Cool. So I guess let's do that then. Yeah. I'm just like nervous that this isn't the right part. Classic IKEA move, but it definitely is. Because they're asking me to take a piece that has like a little thing sticking out of the bottom, and of the 2 of these, only one of them does. You can see. Also a thing on the top. This guy has no thing sticking out anywhere, so this is the one. Alright. I guess the thing that weirds me out, though, is that this is supposed to be adjustable, and I'm just curious how this adjusts then. But whatever. Oh, you know what? There's like a little peg for this thing to go to. That's very nice. Okay. Now we have to open the bag of stuff. This guy. Say hello to the subway. Or the above way. It's above ground here. Still the subway, technically. Alright. I love every IKEA thing comes with one of these things, like the little multi-tool. Alright. So what's up with these? They're like flat looking. Seem to be small, flat. Yes. Alright, I think it's these. Da-da-da. Just get to look through this big bag of stuff. So one more of those. And are there only 2 of them? Let's flip back. There's 4 of them. Okay, hang on. The cool looking Labo. You bet. Alright, we're gonna... Yeah, there we go. 2, 3, 4. Now, I should probably separate the other ones. Now that I've opened the bag, I feel like I should separate them out. You know, I would love to be pro strat guy and not feel the need to do this part, but here we are. 1, 2, and then there's 3 really long dudes. 1, 2, 3. Which leaves 6 medium dudes. Anyway, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. This adventure. We'll just say on the stream, because why not, but Steve and I are recording both the Game Boy Advance episode and our E3 episode this weekend, which I'm imagining will be pretty wild, if I had to guess. Very much looking forward to it. Very interested in how the E3, not the E3, the Game Boy Advance episode goes. The E3 episode, I know exactly how that's going to go. It's going to be just a lot. But the Game Boy Advance episode, I'm like specifically very interested in. I'll say this much, and I don't want to say too much, beforehand, but I very much like to keep all my thoughts in my head until we record. It's very much my vibe. Hang on. Yeah. But I think that there's no way I'll know anything about what Steven's list is going to look like. I don't think there's any way he'll know what my list is going to look like. And I think that this will be significantly more difficult than like our GOTY episodes generally are. To land on like into the 8th or top 5 for the Game Boy Advance. I think it's going to be very difficult. Which I'm looking forward to. Personally, I think that's good. I think that's fun. I think that's going to be exciting. It's going to be very interesting to see what our lists look like, because I imagine like things on my honorable mentions list will be like in his top 5 and vice versa. All right, so now we're taking the big thing. The back is making an appearance. Low key refers to the vocal register. That's a good take. Okay, so it seems like this goes in here. Is this real? Is this actually what they want me to do? Hang on. This feels incorrect. But maybe it is correct. I had this backwards. That's good. I'm glad I had it backwards because I didn't oh, did I though? Hang on. I need to flip ahead. I feel like I should know just by looking at what the back looks like. But it's just like very wavy. And that doesn't make it very easy to tell. I didn't actually think this was going to be difficult at all. But here we are. It's just that if this is the way it's supposed to be, then it's weird that the zipper is exposed. Whereas if it's this way, then the zipper is not exposed. But if I go this way, then it actually just doesn't fit. So like, that seems like a pretty obvious, like, this is not the way take. I think it's gotta be like this. Unless, like... No, this is not adjustable. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that this part wasn't adjustable and, like, wasn't extended for some reason. So they want me to have this here. Oh, okay. More confusing than it needed to be. Okay, yeah, this is how it's supposed to be. We're good. Everything's okay. It is weird that the zippers are on the front, but that seems to be what they want. Let me just flip it one more time, just to, like, I don't know why, but double check. Yeah, no, there's no way that's happening. Alright, so it's definitely this way. Great. There are some, like, red herring screw openings. But we're good. Alright. Now, what's next? We want to take... Which ones? 2 screws go up here in the top. 2 of the shorter screws, I guess. Let me quickly check. 149, 697. 149, 697. Yes. 122, 898. 122, 898. Great. Cool. So these 2 go up here. It has been interesting though, I'll say. How do you sleep with the above ground train near you? As a Queens native, I could never near live the 7 line. Yeah, I honestly don't really have an issue with it. I grew up right next to a train in New Jersey. Not like right next to, but like there was, you know, there were some like woods behind my house. And eventually, They built like a condo complex behind my house between the train and me, but like I could still hear the train. So I kind of like grew up and like kind of learned to block it out. And then my next like real place I lived for a long time, my last apartment before this one was I was there for 6 years, and it was like pretty close to a train station. So I heard trains a lot there too. And here it just kind of like whizzes by, and it just kind of sounds like a wave. Just kind of sounds like the ocean for a second. It's not bad. I don't really mind it. It doesn't really feel like I live near a train. I mean, it is worth mentioning. It's like 2 blocks away, but like you can still hear it when it goes by. Yeah, I don't mind it at all, honestly. There are worse sounds to have near you than that, I've found. 128663. Which one is that? 128663. That is the medium guy, which we have 6 of. Okay. You've been trained for this. Yes. Gold star. I'm gonna go like this. Yeah, so I don't really mind it. Kim, that new Frog of the Week episode was unbelievable, by the way. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed to Frog of the Week, go listen to that podcast. Specifically this week's episode. But also every episode. It's one hell of a way to start my day. Was listening to that. It was very I'll say profound. It felt profound. It was really nice. Alright. This plant just like tickled the back of my neck. It was terrifying. Alright. I think this is about as screwed in as I'm gonna get it. Might not be true. I'll keep trying. Yeah. Alright, that's pretty much the back. Now what? The seat. Okay. So the remaining 4 of those will be our seat. Ugh. Cool. I'd like to rip those off, but I think I'll get scissors and do it later. Alright. This big thing. This guy. Which way does it face? Is the big question for me. This is the front. So I think it's this way. One of the things that IKEA is amazing at, and I can never really believe that they're so good at it, is like designing things specifically so it's like hard to fuck up placement. So like instances in which you need to put one piece, you know, like a just say any like rectangular piece that needs to go and like get inserted somewhere, there's always something slightly different about the side that needs to get inserted versus the side that doesn't, where like the side that doesn't like just won't work, which is supposed to be like, you are doing something wrong. They're very, very good at that. I was very impressed. I think IKEA is like an amazing company, if I'm being honest. Yes. Yes. Okay, cool. Anyway, the Game Boy bonus episode I'm really excited about doing. I mean, we've been playing stuff for like, I don't even know how long it's been. It's been like months and months and months. And I've had a lot of like preconceived notions kind of like shattered or changed. I've like swayed my opinions about things that I was nostalgic about. And my final list is like both surprising and not, I guess, to me. I mean, I somewhere in the realm of like 70 to 80 video games I played. I have a big Excel document that like maybe I'll release or something with the episode. But like, it's just amazing to have been working on it for so long and like have it be almost done, I guess. It's really wild. I mean, we just wanted something cool to do for the premiere of season 4 because we weren't sure if E3 was going to come back when we were making all of our plans for the next couple months. And like the original plan was like maybe we do an E3 episode, but you know, contingent on that actually happening and being like meaningful and worth talking about. It didn't seem like we could plan around it, so this seemed like the better move. I don't know. It kind of feels like it's opening the door for like potentially doing more stuff like this. Was this motivation to get the 351p? Yeah, absolutely. I really wanted to get... I was just like interested in this world of handheld emulators that had been popping up. So that was, yeah, very much the impetus for that. And then eventually, one of our friends and listeners, Kyle, built a custom Game Boy Advance for me and Steven and AJ. So I've been able to play a lot of this stuff like on the original hardware as well, which has been really cool because I have like a bunch of Game Boy games saved from like my youth. So that was really fun. And then recently I got the 351V as well, which I kind of like finished up my playtime with, which was really fun. So I think Steven played mainly on the Game Boy. I think he played like most of his stuff on the Game Boy, and then there's only a couple things here and there that had to be emulated like on a computer, which was wild. Did you play Mega Man Battle Network or Mega Man Zero? I played both. I'll say this much: I played Mega Man Battle Network 1, 2, and 3. Not all of them, but like a sizable chunk of all 3 of them. And I played a pretty big chunk of Mega Man Zero's 1 and 2. Excuse me. I'll talk more about how I felt about them on the episode. But yeah, I had never played either of those games. Excuse me. Neither of those franchises. So very cool to like finally do that for both of them. And I think the Zero series is on Switch now, which is pretty cool. So if you're interested in playing Mega Man Zero, it would be cool if they put Battle Network on Switch. Did you have one of those cartridges where you stuff a micro SD card into it as well? Yes, I did get one of those. Was it Easy Flash? I have one of those. I used that for a little bit, and then I actually just needed the micro SD card for something else, so I took it out and used it for a different thing, and kind of relegated my Game Boy Advance, like actual like this Game Boy Advance playing to like just actual cartridges, which was interesting. Yeah, those games are extremely difficult, the Zero series. I was pretty surprised at how hard they were, because I didn't really know. I've never been like a huge Mega Man fan, I wouldn't like consider myself like a Mega Man franchise guy. But my experience playing those games was really interesting, and I kind of can't wait to talk about it. Yes, and it's on sale. That's cool. So if you want the Mega Man Zero collection, that's on the Nintendo Switch eShop on sale, I guess. That's pretty cool. We're putting the chair like together for real now, which is also pretty cool. I'm not doing it the way you're supposed to do it though, which makes me a little bit nervous, but I think it'll be all right. One, two, and three. One thing, I mean, this is all stuff we're going to talk about in the episode, so, I guess just, if you're watching this stream, bear with me when you hear me repeat this on the episode, but, we did, there's some stuff that we, said didn't count for this. Specifically just, straight ports of things. Very specifically straight ports of things. So, the Mario Advance games, which are, just ports of the Super Nintendo games, most of the Final Fantasy games, are just ports of the Nintendo and Super Nintendo ones. But if a game got ported but was a remake, ground up remake, added extra stuff, thinking stuff like Metroid Zero Mission, for example, that counts. That's not just a port. That added so much to that game that it's essentially its own thing. Which I think I think that if I could, it'd be unfair to add Super Mario World to the list here, So it was kind of nice to limit ourselves in that way. I bought more clothes. Good for you. I'm glad that you did. I hope that the clothes that you bought all fit when they arrive. I can't believe they announced the Advance Wars games for Switch. Yeah, I honestly, that E3 Nintendo Direct was, so fucked up. It just, Steven and I joke all the time that, we'll say things on the show and then they'll happen, 2 weeks later. And this was, one of the wilder ones, I think. Was, this whole Direct is weirdly a celebration of the Game Boy Advance for some reason. It was okay, here's Metroid 5, a sequel to Fusion. Advance Wars getting remade, a new WarioWare. Just truly wild. And I don't know how Steven I don't know how Steven did his list, but my side specifically was if there's a franchise I'm into, Metroid, for example, I would only put one of the Metroid games on the list. I wouldn't put, if it was gonna be one, it would have to be either Zero Mission or Fusion. Where's the time? I didn't put the time up because this is pretty impromptu. I just needed to build this chair. I'll say this much: putting the seat part on is the longest part so far. But I think it's just about done. All right. Wow, that part took a little while. Oh, the fun stuff. All right. Now, we take the whole thing and we put it on the wheels. This is a heavy chair. Alright. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. Where's the thing? There it is. I'm gonna sit on it real quick. Ooh. Sitting on it makes everything stick. Yeah. Okay, this is wobbly, which I should probably figure out. The culprit, I think, are those screws that I was just working on. Wobbly is okay in an any percent run. Wobbly percent. Anyway, I'm just really excited to record that Game Boy Advance episode. I've been looking forward to it for like literally months, and it's so cool to finally be almost done with it. There we go. It's a little bit wobbly, but way less than before. And honestly, I'll just like leave this thing out so I can tighten it later. The chair wants you to tighten the screws, but we won't do that. Honestly, actual speedrun strats for this chair is don't tighten this all the way when you put it in, and then get to this step, and then tighten it from the bottom. It's way easier than tightening it from the side. It'd save a lot of minutes. Cut a lot of minutes off that time. Alright. Now, time for the head. This goes here. I think. Yeah, like that. Yes. Great. Screwdriver, 2 screws, there we go. Does not want to screw in. I'll say that much. Do armrest count as DLC? Yeah, we're gonna do all the DLC. So this is, it's any percent plus DLC. Is the vibe today. There we go. That screw was really being a problem for a second. I think this screw is also being a problem. Oh no, it's fine. We're good. We're good. Everything's cool. Are you gonna give the chair a new name? Oh, I don't know. I might have to think about it. The old chair didn't have a name because it didn't deserve one. I'm actually really excited to give that chair away on Craigslist. My plan is to be like brutally honest in the Craigslist listing about it. Just like free chair, free horrible chair, cursed object, an inanimate fiend. It's a really bad chair. Alright. That is the chair. Right? No more steps. All just things about how to use the chair. Which, I don't need. Alright, great. And you know what that means? Armrest DLC. Let's do it. Let's sit in the chair while we open this. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Yar fillet armrests. We got 6 screws, 1 tool for the screws, and only 1 step, which is screw the armrests into the chair. Great. Easy enough. For this chair, the armrests are a separate charge, but look, I gotta have armrests. I just do. They're necessary for me. I'm not gonna make excuses for it. Alright. Screwy tool and 3 screws to put armrest number 1 on here. It seems like it would be helpful if I put the chair down, but would I be able to put the arm? I don't know. Well, I'll just try and do it the way it said. Which is just fucking do it. This seems dumb in the moment. It seems very stupid to do it this way, but whatever. That's one. That kind of in. Okay. All right. This is going okay so far. It's definitely not the best way to do it. I would recommend not doing it the way I'm doing it. There's got to be a better way. I don't know what it is offhand, and I don't know if I'd be able to make it work in this room specifically. But there's definitely a better way than what I'm doing at the moment. There's one screw that's being the problem screw of the 3 that I need to do. I'm hoping it just like gives at a certain point. Becomes a little bit easier. It just did. There we go. I really need water. I'm blocked in the room because I put all the boxes there, so I can't get out. I can't get out until the speed run is over. That's the rule. You never get better unless you lock yourself in the room. Alright. That is 1 armrest. Yarfolet runner community is still figuring out the routing. You bet. Yeah. Nice. Look at that. Armrest. The place for this guy. Let's do number 2. And then we're actually done. And I can go back to playing Dragon Quest VII. Fragments of a Forgotten Past on the Nintendo 3DS. I think that's the name. I don't actually know for sure. It's just really good. That's all I know. I'm very much smitten, as with all Dragon Quest games, I guess. But I think 7's opening hours are just spectacular. At least on the 3DS. Can you say that again in the cadence of, yeah. That's all the time I've got. I've got to get back to playing Dragon Quest VII, Fragments of a Forgotten Past, on my Nintendo 3DS. I still can't believe Reggie did that. There are a couple Reggie moments that I really do think about all the time. That's one of them. The other one I alluded to on the podcast once when talking about Dragon Quest, but I just like so viscerally remember an interview that Reggie did forever ago, during the 3DS era, where somebody asked him what he was playing, and he opened up his 3DS, and it was on the save file for Dragon Quest, I think 8, and he just had like hundreds of hours in it. And I remember thinking to myself, like, I need to eventually play that. I need to know what game Reggie Nintendo Fils-Aimé put hundreds of hours into. And from what I understand, a lot of the Dragon Quest ports that happened and like localizations and stuff happened because of Reggie. Like, he was just such a Dragon Quest fan that he would always push for it. He just really wanted Dragon Quest to be like a thing in the States, which is pretty cool. I also remember his first E3 when he got on stage and said he was there to kick ass. I was like, this guy rules. Friends, nobles, countrymen, the chair is complete. It's okay. I think I like it. Yeah. Fix this up. Hello. Chair review, bonus Patreon episode. It's interesting because the chair that I used to use was so uncomfortable and bad for me that like I needed to always contort myself. But this is just like pretty good actually. I'm gonna be leaning back a lot. I lean back a lot, but it's also pretty comfortable for that. It also has a bunch of adjustments and stuff that I'm like not gonna mess with, but. Do ASMR now. Maybe next time. Cool. Well, thanks for joining me while I build this. Now I need to figure out how to escape, which will be fun. Yeah. Cool. All right, I'm gonna go. Let's just see. Hang on. Yeah, Fragments of a Forgotten Past. There it is. I'm gonna go play that later. But I'll catch you all later. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.